Welcome to LexTalk, World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Ratnam Usha Saraniya with us. Usha acquired her LLB degree from University of London and completed the Attorney at Law examination as a first step in fulfilling a decades-long interest in law. She began her legal journey with law firms and corporate sectors and is also a Sri Lankan qualified commissioner of oath, company secretary, and notary public. So much more. She also has great expertise in foreign investments, corporate registration and documentation, foreign adoption, regulating export procedures, compliance, and I can go on and on when it comes to her great expertise. But without any further ado, let me just introduce you to the woman herself. Hello, Usha. How are you?
Hi, Bharti. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good.
I am absolutely amazing, Usha. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us today, and we're really excited to know about your journey as a legal professional. So, can you please enlighten us with that?
Thank you, Bharti. So I'm Ratnam Usha Saraniya. I took oaths as attorney at law, Sri Lanka in 2018. After taking oaths, I have done my internship and apprenticeship at DL&F De Saram, a well-reputed law firm in Sri Lanka. So after completing that, I started to work as a junior legal officer at John Wilson Partners. So it is also well-known law firm who works for most of the foreign clients. So at John Wilson Partners, I obtained like different experience. I would say the different area of law I learned, not like normal litigation and corporate. Other than that, I got a chance to engage in most of immigration and foreign investment laws. That is the basement where I started to get interested with these areas of law. After completing John Wilson Partners, I worked there for nearly 2 years. And then I got a good opportunity to work at a corporate sector named Asia Capital. It's a listed company in Sri Lanka. So that corporate sector experience, it's totally different from law firms. The practices and the areas we handle there is different. It gives me like a good exposure to practice as a corporate lawyer. So I worked there for 1 year, and then I moved to Altura Consultants. Nearly I worked there for 1 year. It's also kind of a similar to John Wilson, where we handle most of these foreign clients and people who have engagements in Sri Lanka. We provide all the administrative services for them. Especially we carry on these Sri Lankan immigration practices. So people who would like to work or would like to invest in Sri Lanka. So we welcome people, we do A to Z works for them, and we carry on those works there. Currently, I'm working for a foreign legal company as a legal officer for them. And then that is my legal journey. Also, meanwhile, during this time period, I have completed my notary public, company secretary, and commissioner of oath qualifications. And then also I finished my commercial arbitrator diploma in arbitration at Sri Lankan arbitration board. Now I'm a qualified arbitrator, as well as I have completed my Mandarin advanced level. It is something different. So that is what I'm up to up until now.
Thank you so much, Usha, for throwing light on that. And also, when it comes to Mandarin, please, I think I'll be your next student. So, but moving on, I'm going to ask you a very difficult and unfair question. But this is one of my favorite questions that I really ask lawyers. So there you go. I'm sure that you must have dealt with a lot of cases and variety of cases over 4 to 5 years of experience that you possess so far. But any one complex issue that you can throw light on, if you can describe the complexity of the matter and how did you approach it, basically all of that.
If you talk about complexity, like day to day, every case it is complex in some other way. Like that's why clients come to us. However, it's like very complex matter. I would like to say I handle some serious cases like abduction. child abduction case while I was at John Wilson Partners. It was something serious where mother abducted the child, and we need to find the child within 2 or 3 days. There are high chances like mother could move the child to another country. So it is something new to us also. It's not like day-to-day practicing cases. So what we have to do is we have to make some application to the Ministry of Justice to obtain permission to block the passport of a mother. And it took like, it's not a very easy process. And it was on some Thursday or Wednesday where we didn't get much time to get court orders or anything. So it was like 2 days progress, but up and down Supreme Court to the Ministry of Justice, I had to run here and there to make the application within that short time period under the supervision of my senior. So it was like a good lesson for me, like learning something like abduction and how to handle those issues. Anyway, it didn't end up the way we wanted because anyway, that mother came and she was agreed to hand over the baby again back to father. However, it was like, but the workload we have done, it's like very different, and it is very interesting for me to learn something new like that. And also other areas like that. Mostly I deal with government departments. My work is not other than courts. Mostly I work with government departments like land registry, companies like registrar of companies and all. Land registry, like I have the thing is we have to make stamp duty and all after we executed a deed. So once what happened was the stamp duty made to a different department of government, like where they don't refund. So it is a pretty much big amount. So I need to find a way to refund that amount and deposit back to the right government department. So it was like a 6 months process because taking from one government department to and depositing it to a new the right government department. But however, with the help of my senior, because he made the payment to the right government department on time, and within that 6 months time period, I obtained the refund from the relevant government department, and I sorted that issue. It took some time because of our government practices, but it was done within the time period.
Thank you so much, Usha, for answering that question. But we were talking about something like child abduction, and it was not something which was normal. If you can throw light on that, because I think this is a very different matter. It's just not child abduction, right? It's completely different. You cannot call it that. So how does this like happen? If you can throw light on this, if it is not confidential.
Yeah, I can just give the summary of the case without mentioning parties and all. So the thing is, mother is a Sri Lankan. No, mother and father both are Sri Lankan, but they are foreigners. Now they are living in abroad. So I think they had some issues, family issues and all. So they were filed divorce in foreign court because they are PR right now. They are citizen of that relevant country. However, they are based in Sri Lanka. So the mother took the child and she came to Sri Lanka. So while the divorce in process, so she can't do that because until the court order is confirmed, the child should be with the father. That was how it mentioned. But mother, what she did, she just took the baby and she came to Sri Lanka because her ancestor was and all in Sri Lanka. And then father got to know that child is missing and all. Then father came to us.
Oh God.
Yeah, and there are high chances that mother could move the child to another country where we cannot trace, because from Sri Lanka, there are a few countries we can just fly on arrival visa, saying that Singapore, India, and all. If it happened, like there's no way to find. That's the thing. So within 1 or 2 days, we need to stop it and find her wherever. So we were trying to trace her. She's not answering calls and all. Then on the meantime, we have to make some application to the Supreme Court saying, explaining the situation. In our act, there is a procedure to be followed, like Section 6 application, and also we have to do it on the same end and attending client consultations. So I was running to Supreme Court every 1 hour and all, checking what's happening and availability of the officers. And even my senior lawyer came with me, like he's a proprietor of John Wilson. So he just came to talk to these relevant officers at Ministry of Justice to explain them how it works, because here the government process is pretty slow and like say it's very normal. So if it is a matter is complex,
It's everywhere the same thing.
so if it is a complex matter, we personally have to be present there to explain ourselves and to push the matter. So we have done that part and all, but however, end of the day, mother agreed to return the child after she knows that we are started to proceed with legally and all. So the matter ended up smoothly. So it didn't happen, like she couldn't do anything after that. I hope they went back to the relevant country and sorted it in that way.
Thank you so much, Usha, for answering that question. I know that I took a lot of your time by asking complex matters, but truly both of them were really complex matters and you handled them quite well. So kudos to you. Now moving on, how do you manage your time? As we know that time is money in any profession and in legal, especially, it's most of all. So how do you ensure that you make the most and the best of your time as a lawyer?
So basically, it is like learn and earn. So, and also earn and learn. That's the thing. While you're earning, like you're working and earning. So make sure that we work something new and adding some extra experience to our profession, saying that practicing new area, even if say if I'm not sure about any IP laws, doing some IP cases, doing researches and all. So it's going to add some value to my profession. And also I would say like every year, like my personal goal is every year I wanted to add some qualification to my profile. So that's how, like, that's why I started this arbitration in 2021 and 2022. I want to do, I was about to do my LLM, but then I thought I want to do something different. So then I thought Sri Lanka has much potential collaboration with China. So learning Mandarin would be something much like investment in my profession. So I took like 1 year. So starting from primary range level to the advanced range in Mandarin. So I just add some kind of a qualification to my profession like every year. So that is my goal of like profession. And also whatever I do, I make sure that networking is happening through say LinkedIn, or even if I'm going to gym, or even if I'm attending any clubs or meetings with people or any events. So I make sure that I make good contacts and communication with people who are in good profession. Also with, for like LinkedIn is the best platform, I would say, like contacting with different country lawyers or different professions, posting something which they raise some questions and we get to know each other's. So whenever they have a problem in Sri Lanka or something, the first thing come to their mind is, okay, I talked to that girl in LinkedIn, she's from Sri Lanka. So that's like, even if I'm just gonna do something in my social media and all, I make sure that it's something useful for my profession as well. So I can manage my money in like, because we can't do marketing in our profession, it's touting in our law. So we cannot do anything direct, but indirectly we are the face of our service. So we can communicate with people and build our network, and through that we can have a sustainable client base and all. So I think learning and earning and networking, that's how I manage time, which will be profitable for my profession and also for my personal experience as well.
Thank you so much, Usha. And rightly said, I mean, learning is something which obviously, I am inspired when you said this, that you try to add, knowledge and wisdom from anywhere possible experience. And Mandarin is such a difficult language to learn. Wow, how did you do that? But moving forward, Okay, so being a legal counsel of the modern era, how do you make legal service delivery more accessible in your practice?
First thing I would like to say that digitalizing would be the good answer for this, because currently all the companies and the firms, corporate sectors mostly concentrating on digitalizing, because um, it it makes our job little easier for us, and we can use less paper in our work, and it save most of our time. So that is the best practice for now. In the meantime, we have to concentrate on our clients' comfort also, because some clients are mostly used to these paperworks and direct meetings. Still, it's happening even if we try to digitalize. But in that case, we have to check with clients' preference. But other clients who prefer, like mostly if we have foreign clients, it's always best to have digitalizing, because in the client's point of view, then they feel like we are like well established even in digital base. So it gives them some confidence that they are dealing with right people. So I think digitalizing your firm in all the good way, like investing on some softwares, and there are some free softwares as well. So we can try on with that. It saves lots of human resources and time as well. And also it's very cost effective, I would say.
That's great. Thank you, Usha. But also, we would love to know what is your area of practice which you would call, the area of your core competence.
I would mainly say I cannot pick one, but I'm going to pick two. I would say immigration and foreign investment. It is very different area of law, because in Sri Lanka, like in other countries, like even you say Australia and Canada, there are qualified immigration lawyers. They have separate qualification for that. In Sri Lanka, we don't have qualifications for immigration lawyers. We only have like lawyers who do immigration cases like that. So I wanted to be specialized in immigration, because we had a good time, like there are a lot of people come to work in Sri Lanka, and because there are so many, the port city was building up, and there are so many luxury malls and all. uh, there were like a lot of investments they plan to do, but after this crisis, things have changed a bit in our country. So at that point, we had a lot of employees coming to Sri Lanka, and the meantime, investors as well, because properties in Sri Lanka is for foreigners, it's much affordable. And also, Sri Lankan law allows foreigners to buy apartment in Sri Lanka. They can own your property. Even you can buy an apartment in Sri Lanka on your own name. So it's kind of an investment where you can do in Sri Lanka, and it gives you visas and other benefits as well. So I would say the immigration and foreign investment is kind of interconnected. So I would like to practice in that area, because it is very interesting, and it covers lots of the areas. Like even in foreign investment, we do this property law as well. People who would like to buy property in Sri Lanka or lease out, 99 years lease is there. So you can build your luxury malls, anything. So we do A to Z, which means like even from the beginning, how to bring the money inside legally, how you can bring the money inside Sri Lanka, how you can invest, and even if you want to sell it and take your money back. So we uh, we help our client throughout the entire process with these investments and immigration. So I'm most interested in those areas.
Well, thank you so much, Usha, for sharing such great insights with us through and through on each and every question that I asked and every topic that we've discussed so far. Sadly, we have come to an end of this amazing conversation. We'll be looking forward to some more chats like these, where we can talk about some other trending topics in the legal industry. But at the same time, this is for our viewers. If you like this chat with Usha, then please like and share this video, and do not forget to subscribe to ClickAway Creators YouTube channel to appreciate what we do. And we have more coming from industry legal leaders like her. This is Bharti for LexTalk signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.